Hey guys, real quick, I just need to stop what you're doing right now because I have some very important breaking news. Like, I kid you not, I feel like that one fish from SpongeBob where he tries like the jellyfish jelly sandwich for the first time. That's the type of energy I'm giving you right now. No, it's not me winning the lottery, because if it was, well then. No, it's not Christmas coming early, though at the same time it does feel like it. You guys probably know by now, but I'm here to spread the news that DreamWorks is making another Shrek movie, baby. Woo! Let's freaking go, dude. Shrek 5, baby. Shrek 5. Shrek 5. Shrek 5 will be coming out in 2 years on July 1st, 2026. It's time to save the date for that July 1st and start popping champagne bottles. Were you guys planning a family trip on that day out of town? Well, guess what? That was the family trip. Plan on getting a job on that day? Well, guess what? Have it at the theater. They'll most likely hire you on the spot. But in all seriousness, I'm pretty hyped for this movie, though also being cautious at the same time. It could honestly go one or three ways in the type of quality that is presented in this movie. It could either go Puss in Boots 2, Kung Fu Panda 4, or worse, Shrek the 3rd. And it's gonna be a few more months till we actually get a first official trailer for this movie, but the world is hyped already for this movie, baby. Oh yeah. Who wanna mob with me to go to the Shrek raves coming up? I'm not joking. I don't know which one I want to go to, but I want to go. I want to try and go. That is my mission. And to celebrate this joyous news, I wanted to make a video celebrating Shrek. So I had to brainstorm. I've seen a lot of Shrek video game ones, ranking these Shrek movies, villains, heroes, protagonists. Someone's even ranked the Shrek characters from straightest to gayest. I wasn't thinking of that option, but someone beat me to it. So, wow. You know, I wonder who he had as the gayest character. Whoa. And after thinking about it for less than a day or so, I was in my car turning on some music, and that's when it hit me. Shrek and music. Boom. Shrek music. I'm not talking Shrek the musical. I'm talking about all 4 movies. I want to rank the soundtracks of every song in all 4 of the Shrek movies. Before I go any further, let me tell you how this ranking is going to work for this video. I'm mostly focusing on the songs that are going to have singing in the background. If the song has someone singing in it, then I'm going to count that as one of the songs I will rank, though I think I make an exception to this once or twice in this list. Also, the songs in the credits at the end of the movie, I'm not ranking those either, unless if it's a Puss in Donkey song, then I will rank that. Also, I probably should just say, I'm no musical expert. This is just for fun, so feel free to disagree with any of my rankings for any of these. I'll be ranking each category here on a scale of 0 to 5 onions, which its meaning varying to said category I go over. So for the first category, I have purpose, which is if the song fits in the scene that's being shown to us right now. 5 means it's a match made in heaven, and then 0 is there's desperation, and then there's this choice for a song. The second category I'll consider is the jokes happening in that scene, or the memes, because Shrek is just such a meme character. Am I right, guys?
No, dead broad off the table!
0 for no memes or shit memes, and 5 for like this is cream of the crop right here. My third category is Shrek, period. Just Shrek. I want to rank how I personally thought Shrek was in this scene, if he was good, bad, or just in the middle. And I understand that some of these songs aren't going to have Shrek, so if that is the case, which there are some on this list, I'm going to just do Fiona instead. 0 means that there's no Shrek or Fiona, or it's just really, really bad. And 5 would be that Shrek of him, that Shrek is going to be that perfect ogre sassy self that I like, and I'm going to give that a 5. And then my final category, it's just going to be my personal taste of what I thought of the song. Do I like it? Do I not like it? 0 means I do not like this song at all. 5 means that I really like this song. And 3 is going to be like, I don't like it. I don't hate it. It's just a middle ground song for me. And I know there's going to be a lot of similar scores in this video as well. So just to differentiate them, I'm going to do half points as well. So 3.5, 2.5.
You get it!
But for the ones that do have a tied score, I'm just going to look back at my notes for what I took down when watching that scene on the movie and just see what I would rank as the higher one. And then once I've ranked every single song, I will rank it from worst to best and then show you the percentages of what movie did the best overall. So with that being said, I have rewatched all 4 Shrek movies and have counted 35 songs to be on this list. So for the first Shrek movie, there's actually going to be 10 songs here, the most out of any of the 4, by the way. So get ready for that. So let's kick it off with the first Shrek movie with, what better than...
Body was told.
I don't know what else you could say about All Star. It's a pretty iconic song for this movie, for this series in general. We all know about how Jeffrey Katzenberg was pretty petty when it came to him and his relationship with Disney. So him making this movie, and instead of it having it be like some fairy tale princess-esque stereotypical song, it's just Smash Mouth, which is funny. Very funny. Instead of hearing like a ballad of roses and unicorns, you just get, and then you just go through Shrek's daily life in his little swamp. For the purpose, I'm gonna give this a 5. It really gets to tell the audience of what you're going to expect from this movie, and that it's not gonna be just a normal fairy tale. Memes, I'm gonna give it a 5, baby. I'm just gonna give it a 5. Look at that. For Shrek, I'm gonna give it a 5 as well. Just doing his daily routine with a smile on his face, just to get to tell you what Shrek is like. For the song, 4.5. Definitely like to listen to it every day, especially when I'm at work, because I hear that song every day. I know it's like right there from being a perfect score, but you just gotta trust me on this one. We don't get to another song until all the way to Farquaad choosing Fiona to be his wife. And before that song plays, that means we already passed by the scene where Shrek scares off the villagers, Donkey escapes the knights, and also meets up with Shrek, and now we get to this scene. And the song that is in this scene is Escape, the Pina Colada song, which, I mean, I get the reason why. They had a line about how she likes pina coladas and getting caught in the rain. So why not play the Pina Colada song? There you go. There you go. But also, has Fiona had a pina colada before? Like when the king and queen of Far Far Away locked Fiona away in a tower, did they give her a gift saying don't open till you're 21? And then when she turned 21, she opened the gift and was like, no fucking way. Purpose, I'm just gonna say somewhere like 3.5 if that works. Memes, 3. I'll give it a 3. Shrek, so I ranked this one before I counted Fiona, but hear me out. So Fiona is just a picture. She's not really in the scene, so that's why it's a 0. That's why. That's why. Okay. Song 2.5. Like if someone plays it at a party, like hell yeah, let's listen to a Pina Colada song. So I forgot to say the scores for the songs. So All Star is going to be a 19.5 out of 20, whereas the Pina Colada song is going to be a 7 out of 20. Then after that song, it's going to be Shrek and Donkey going to Duloc after seeing all the fairy tale creatures in Shrek's swamp. And then we have the song, I'm going to count this, Welcome to Duloc. I'm counting that fucking song. It's a pretty good song. Like this is like what you want. It's just funny. I don't know what else to say about it. It's great jokes, great lines. I'm gonna give this purpose a 3.5. Meme, I'm just gonna also give it a 3.5. Why not? For Shrek, look at his face. 3.5 as well. For the song, it's not an official song, so I'm just gonna give it that middle ground of a 3, which gives me a final score of 13.5 out of 20. Then a few minutes later, we have the scene where Shrek and Donkey are going to fight the knights, which gives us our next song, Bad Reputation. Perfect. Honestly, great. Matches the fight so well. I just love how Shrek and Donkey are beating up the knights in a very...
Come on!
Whoa! Non-classy manner. Even Farquaad's wondering what's going on, but the people love it. The lady just yelling, hit him with a chair. That's funny as well. So for the purpose, I'm gonna give this a 5 as well. Again, it's showing that Shrek isn't any average protagonist that we have here. Meme, I'm gonna give this a 3.5, whereas Shrek, he's loving this. Look at this guy. I'm gonna give this a 5. And for 4, I listened to the song and I like it. I'm gonna give this a 4, meaning my final score is gonna be a 17.5. Then after the fight happens, Shrek and Farquaad make their agreement, and then we have the next song coming on being I'm on My Way by the Eels. Now for the Eels, they're gonna be here throughout all 4 Shrek movies, so get used to them. I'm just saying, just letting you know. It's not that crazy of a song for me, but hey, it fits Shrek's journey. Also, Shrek almost got caught on fire, so that was funny to see. For purpose, I'm gonna give this a 4. Yeah, he's on his way to the Dragon's Keep, but also it's not on the same level as Bad Reputation and All Star for me, so that's why it has a 4. Meme, Shrek again almost got caught on fire. I'll give it a 2.5. Shrek, he's just walking pretty much. I'm give it a 3. The song, 2.5. that gives me a 12 out of 20. And now it's going to be another long while till we get to our next song that I classified to be on this list. This is going to be after Shrek saves Fiona from the tower, the first night with Shrek and Donkey, and then we get to the scene where Fiona cooks up eggs for Shrek and Donkey, and then Fiona gets captured by Robin Hood and the Merry Men. And Robin Hood and the Merry Men do their Robin Hood and Merry Men song. So I thought it would be, fitting if I just called it the Robin Hood and Merry Men song. It's pretty much a fun and goofy song that slaps. It's pretty good. It's pretty freaking good. It's a funny line where the Robin Hood guy wants to get, but no, he's just getting paid. Also, when Robin Hood and the Merry Men just started to snap their fingers coming up to Shrek and Donkey, that part had me rolling on the floor a lot as a kid, so that gives bonus points as well. And then Fiona just comes in and beats them all up. I'm gonna be quick with this one. Purpose is gonna be a 3.5. Meme's gonna be a 3. Shrek, he's kind of just sitting there, not really doing anything crazy, kind of just watching what the is going on. I'm gonna give that a 2, and the song I'm gonna give that a 3 as well, meaning this score is also going to be a 12.
Girl, you know where this is going.
Then our next song comes up a few scenes later with My Beloved Monster, again performed by the Eels. It's a fine song, not much else I had to say about it. Honestly, I like the singing more than the instrumentals for this track, and that's all I gotta say. Purpose is gonna be a 3. Meme, I'll give it a 2. And for Shrek, you know what? He's getting a little happy. Look at him. Look at this guy. I'm gonna give him a 3.5. And for the song, again, I'm not crazy on the instrumental, but I like the vocals, but still, I'm thinking like a 2.5. So my final score is gonna be a very low 9 out of 20. And then we have another few more scenes till we get to our next song, which is going to be the sad Shrek song, which is going to be none other than Hallelujah. So I actually have a little bit of a bias toward this song. I really like this song. Fun fact from Michael's childhood. I sang this song in middle school for a school talent show. I thought I did a good job, but I guess I wasn't good enough. I got 3rd. I didn't get 1st though. I thought I was good enough, but hey, maybe to each their own. Everybody's a critic. Everybody's got their own personal taste, so who am I to judge? Am I right? But yeah, it's a pretty serious song in that it also just shows how Fiona and Shrek actually started to form a bond with each other. Fiona thinking that Farquaad isn't actually her prince like she's always dreamed of, and Shrek actually falling in love with someone. Purpose, I'm gonna give this a 5. There's no real meme here, but still, I'm gonna give it a 1. Shrek, he's in his feelings. I just want to give him a hug. I'm gonna give him a 4. And song, again, I love this song. It's gonna be a 5. But because of how low the meme score brought this down, it's gonna be a 15 out of 20. And then we got 2 more songs pretty much back to back, and you'll see why. It's because it's the final song in the movie, being I'm a Believer by Smash Mouth. It's good. I know I haven't brought up the lyrics at all yet until the end of this movie, but the lyrics fit this song pretty well. They fit it probably even perfectly. And it's only right to start this movie with Smash Mouth and end this movie with Smash Mouth. So for a Purpose, I'm gonna give it a 5. Memes, I'm gonna just go 3.5. Shrek, he's so happy. I'm gonna give it a 5. Same with the song, it's gonna be a 5 as well, meaning this final score is gonna be a 18.5 out of 20. But we're not done with Shrek yet. You thought we were done? No, because I also ranked the Eddie Murphy cover of I Am a Believer. Ooh! I wanted to tell you guys the notes that I had for this song, being 1, Eddie Murphy has a beautiful voice, and 2, makes you want to get down and boogie. And yes sir, it do. Purpose is also gonna get a 5. Meme is actually gonna get a 4, but Shrek is gonna get a 4.5 instead, and song's gonna be a 5, meaning that this song is also going to be an 18.5 out of 20. And there you have it. That's the first Shrek movie. As you can tell from the songs I had ranked here, the ones that were, more prevalent or just lasting a bit longer on screen than the others usually tend to rank higher on my list. It's also kind of a trend as well going into the other 3 movies too, but yeah, I say it was pretty solid. But now we're gonna go on Shrek 2, which arguably could have a better soundtrack than Shrek 1. So let's start it off with...
I will take that as a compliment, princess.
You should.
So starting off Shrek 2, we wait a little bit longer, possibly going past Prince Charming and the wolf to get to our next song, Accidentally in Love. This is again another strong first track for the movie, as I feel like it fits well with what happened in the first movie to where they are now. It works great with the scene. They love each other. Look at these lovey-doveys. Purpose, I'm gonna give it a 5. Meme, I'm gonna give it a 3.5. For Shrek, look at them. Look at them. 5. Big old 5. And then for song, I like this song. it's a good song. But then I saw the music video, 4.4 4 out of 5, meaning this song's total is going to be a 17.5 out of 20. A great start. Then a few minutes later, Shrek being sassy, one long trip to far, far away. And we get to another song called Funky Town. I don't have much to say about this song either, but I like the transition from the trumpets to the song. That's cool. And it fits what Shrek may feel in this situation too. Funky Town. Yes, sir. Purpose, I'm gonna give this a 3.5. Meme, I'm gonna give this a 2.5. Shrek, he's a little bit confused, but you know what? We love him. I'm going to give him a 3. And for the song, it's in the middle ground, meaning it's going to be a 3 for me. Meaning that this song is going to be a 12 out of 20. One embarrassing dinner with the family later, and we get to our next song I will rank here, being the Fairy Godmother song. If you haven't seen Shrek 2 already, one, why are you watching this video? But for those who have, everybody knows that Jennifer Saunders killed this role as playing Fairy Godmother and pretty much just steals the spotlight every time she's on here. But it also shows that Fiona isn't really like any other princess. Instead of being someone that might want to accept this or accept a few things, she just is like, I'm okay, thank you, which catches Fairy Godmother off guard because usually that works. But with Fiona, whole different thing, and she wasn't ready for that. Purpose, I'm gonna give this a 5. And for memes, I'm gonna give this a 2.5. Shouts out to Kyle. Since there's no Shrek until like the end of the song, it's gonna be Fiona, which I'm gonna give this a 3.5. And for song, usually I've ranked these original songs at a 3, but Jennifer Saunders does a really great job, and I feel like it's gonna be a 4 for me, meaning that this score is going to be a 15 out of 20. Then we have another song a few minutes later, being I Need Sleep by the Eels. I think this might be the best Eels song on this track. I don't remember if there is another song for the Eels I have ranked higher, but I'm going to say so far it is. I'm going to tell you the Purpose score already. It's a 5, but that's mostly because I think that the Purpose is the best Purpose out of any song in any of the 4 movies. It's so Shrek looking around Fiona's room, seeing the prince and princess clock kissing each other, then seeing the poster of the prince above her bed. As it's repeating the lyrics in the song, you just gotta let it go. Then Shrek gets up from his bed, the song starts saying I need some sleep, and then it starts repeating it, you just gotta let it go again, when Shrek's looking at the knight taking on the monster to save the princess, and then it goes to Shrek going to look at her diary, which the song cuts off. Purpose, hands down, it's gonna be a 5. Meme, there's not really a meme here, it's a very serious moment, but because of the little box thing, I'm gonna give it a 1. Shrek, he needs a hug again, I'm gonna give it a 4. In song, I'm gonna give this a 4 as well, meaning this score is gonna be a 14 out of 20. Then after this, we wait another while longer, going past the scene where Harold's talking to Shrek, Puss meets up with Donkey and Shrek, they become friends now, and they go to Fairy Godmother's factory, where we have the next song, Ever Fallen in Love. It's not a bad song, but I also get what it was here for to be on the soundtrack, if that makes any sense. I don't have much else to say about this song, but I do think it's funny how everybody else pales in comparison to the size of how tall Shrek is. This one was kind of like the mid song for me, so Purpose, I'm gonna give this a 3. Meme's gonna be a 3, Shrek's gonna be a 3.5, and song's gonna be a 3, meaning this song's gonna be a 12.5, and I just realized I need to fix my ranking. Oh shit. Ever Fall in Love's just gonna get a straight 3 for me in every category, so I'm gonna give this a 12 out of 20. And then the next song is gonna be when Shrek turned into Zac Efron. And then the next song is gonna be when Shrek turned into human Shrek.
Tot round buttocks!
And he's changed. Everybody's changing. Fiona's human. Donkey's sexy now. Also, the song is called Changes. Forgot to mention that earlier, but I hope you figured out from the hints I was giving. Also, just looking into the song as well can show Shrek and Fiona's relationship throughout the movie up to here. Purpose, I'm gonna give it a 4. Meme, hot take, is gonna be a 2.5, whereas Shrek, he's so happy right now before tragedy hits, and that's gonna be a 4. And then the song, I'm gonna give it a 3.5, meaning this song's gonna be a 14 out of 20. And then a few moments later, we have our next song being People Ain't No Good, which is the sad Shrek song for this movie, and it's a good song. It fits really well. Hey guys, so while editing this part, it turns out I said the exact same thing I said about Changes word for word for this song here. And honestly, I could have done a better job explaining how that song works a bit better too, but instead I'd rather do it with this one. Sorry, but I have done goofed and I have put myself on a strict deadline before the anticipated Shrek rave. For People Ain't No Good, think of it as a sequel to an earlier song on here being I Need Some Sleep. With that song, Shrek is trying to push away the negative mindset he currently has of him on not being Prince Charming others were expecting him to be. And Shrek does know Fiona loves him, but other people's thoughts of him are outweighing it. Just like Shrek said in the first movie to Donkey, they judged me before even knowing me. With People Ain't No Good, it's Shrek giving up to that mindset after seeing the king and queen accept Charming, who they think is Shrek, whereas the fairy godmother is manipulating the situation in Shrek's head. So Shrek gives up. Again, they judge me before even knowing me. And even though Donkey tells Shrek that he loves her, Shrek chooses the option that he thinks Fiona would want. Insert if you love her, let her go line. Oh wait, fairy godmother said that to Shrek already. God, what a great villain. Okay, back to your scheduled programming. Bye-bye. Purpose, I'm gonna give it a 5, whereas Meme, it's a sad song. Look at sad Shrek. This one is gonna be a 1. Shrek, I want to give him a hug, but I'm gonna do more of like a 3.5 this time, and then song's gonna be a 3.5 for me as well, meaning this song is going to be a 13 out of 20. And then we get to the second to last song here, which is the one that I've been waiting to talk about, being the cover of I Need a Hero by Jennifer Saunders. You know how I said she did a great job with the fairy godmother song? She does a amazing job with this one. It's perfect. She kills it. She kills it. Everything going on right now is perfect. The singing, the song, the scene, the fighting, the little moments in between the singing. It's just great. This is going to be a perfect 20 out of 20. But we're going to end it on another good one. We're ending on the Puss and Donkey cover of Livin' La Vida Loca. Only Shrek would end the movie with a fiesta. Only Shrek would. Not only that, but Eddie Murphy and Antonio Banderas actually do a really good job together and just kill it. I was not expecting them to do better than I'm a Believer, but they managed, and I'm all here for it. And that's why that one's also going to get a perfect score of being a 20 out of 20. And that's Shrek 2. Pretty freaking good. This one was somehow even better than the first Shrek soundtrack, which means it's only going to go down from here. Because now we're going to talk about Shrek the Third. Oh boy. Oh my god. Now it does take us a little bit more while longer to get to the first song on the soundtrack, which is Royal Pain by Eels as well. And it's another good Eels track, but it's probably the second best Eels track. I should have just ranked all the Eels songs instead. And it fits with Shrek's thoughts and actions throughout this whole song, just messing up. And he killed a guy.
Fatality.
Yeah, who cares? Who cares? Purpose, I'm gonna give this a 4. Same with the Meme, that's gonna be a 4 as well. But for Shrek, he's messing up. He's flubbing. He is just not himself. I'm gonna give him a 2. For song, I'm gonna go with the middle ground again. I'm gonna give him a 3, meaning this song is going to be a 13 out of 20. This one is definitely the lowest one so far. The other 2 Shrek songs, which I've ranked very high, but this one's lower than the others. And then after the scene where Shrek and Fiona have to act all royalty, which ends in disaster, we then get to the scene where King Harold passes away, and we get to the song. We get to the one and only Live and Let Die. Oh my god. Which, as a kid, you know, I didn't think much of it. I liked it because I thought it was funny with the funny frogs. But I was stupid, so don't listen to me when I was a kid. And if you don't know already, Live and Let Die was made for I kid you not, a James Bond movie. So I'm kind of just wondering, why have this James Bond song for this sad Frog King death moment? And it's probably because they just saw the word die and was like, there we go, we found it, we're killing it, we're killing it. We killed this movie. We killed this movie. Yeah, no, this song doesn't fit well. The Purpose, I'm gonna give it a 0. I'm giving it a fat 0. Meme, frogs. That's it. 1. Shrek, he's very sad, but the scene just kind of ruins it, I guess. 2, and because I fall into this pattern of 0, 1, 2, song's gonna be a 3. So that means the total is going to be a 6 out of 20. Ooh, another good amount of scenes pass, like Prince Charming recruiting the villains in the bar, Shrek going on with Puss and Donkey to go find Justin Timberlake to be the next heir to the throne, and the princesses just being quirky princesses. I don't fucking know. This movie.
He's a living babysitter.
Where's the baby?
And then we get to the scene where Prince Charming and the villains are attacking Far, Far Away, which gives us Joker and the Thief. It's a nice song. I don't know what to think of it though. I don't know what to think. That's all my notes for this one. Purpose, I'm just gonna give it a 3. Same with the meme. Let's give it a 3. Each point for the meme goes with every part that I thought was haha funny, like Prince Charming choking on a bug, Captain Hook mistaking Peter Pan and Wendy for just some random kids, and then the Cyclops evil actor. I probably rated this one a bit higher for the Fiona bar. I gave it a 2. And for the song, again, I don't know what to think of it, so I'm gonna give it a 3 as well, meaning that this song ends on a 11 out of 20. Okay, we want to talk about the next song because it's a long while till we get to our next song. You know how long it is? This next song I'm talking about, it's the sad song. It's the sad Shrek song that I'm talking about now, which is 9 Crimes. And you picking the song is a crime. And after listening to the song, I'm like, oh, it's a fine song. Then I looked up why. After watching the Cinema Sins, the Shea Frillis productions, anybody that knows their good Shrek knowledge. So let's talk about the scene. So Shrek blows off Justin Timberlake for some reason. I don't know why he just goes off on him like that. Shrek's getting locked up. Justin Timberlake's walking away. Everybody's in jail. It's so sad. So now that you have that in mind, tell me what you think the song's about. I'm gonna stop you there actually, because if you've seen the movie and you know about the song, then you already know. But for those who don't, the song's about infidelity. Purpose is gonna be a 0. Meme's gonna be a 1. Shrek, I'm still confused why he did that. It's gonna be a 1. And song, you know what? It's gonna be a 3. So this song's gonna have a whopping 5 out of 20. And now you must be thinking, that was pretty bad, but it can't get worse from here. It does. It gets worse. It gets way worse. It's pretty bad. So the next song we have here is The Immigrant Song by Led Zeppelin. It's a pretty good song. I like it. Now with that being said, let me tell you why it's the worst song out of all the songs that I'm going to be ranking here. 1, it's literally just the scream. Now you might be thinking that's not singing, but I'm gonna count it. Mainly because that's all you use this song for. I felt like this song probably could work if you just used it fully. I do think the scene is funny when Snow White's coming out of the forest singing to the woodland creatures, and then the woodland creatures get into attack mode when they're going to attack the tree guys. And then the scream happens. I thought the scream was cringy as a kid, and I still think it is now. It just feels very awkward, very cringy. I'm just gonna say screw the score. It's a 1. I'm giving this a 1. But it gets better. It gets so much worse. Just you wait. Because now we followed up with immediately afterwards with Barracuda. But not Barracuda by the heart. Barracuda by Fergie. I don't think this song fits either. I think the storming of the castle scene with all the princesses and Larry King is very cool, very funny. I like it. Also, were they gonna like sell Gingy to be eaten? And I did have a different score for this song, but then later on I had to go run some errands and I thought, let me listen to the original song from The Heart. And so I listened to the original track and I was like, hey, that's a pretty good song. I like it. Now let me listen to the Fergie one. And I did. And I was like, why not just use The Heart? Maybe it had to do with licensing, and DreamWorks or the guy, whoever was, picking out the soundtrack was like, you know what, The Heart, that's okay, because, we're gonna just do a cover of it. And then The Heart's like, oh yeah? Who you gonna pick? And the guy picking out the songs for the soundtrack is like, we're gonna have Fergie do it. Purpose, I'm just gonna give it a 1. Meme, we're gonna give it a 3. Fiona, because there's no Shrek in this scene, I'm gonna give it a 2. And for the song, because I listened to the original track, it's gonna be a 1. And that gives me a score of 8 out of 20. Then a few moments later, we then have the next song, which is going to be the final showdown, which is the duet by Rapunzel and Prince Charming. I think it's meant to be cringy, meant to be corny, and that's some charm right there. Get it? Yeah, Purpose, I'm just gonna give it a 2. Meme, I'll give it a 3. Same with the Shrek, because he's cracking jokes, he's making fun of him. And song, 2. That's just gonna give me a score of 10 out of 20. The next song is actually gonna be the last song in the movie, which is gonna be Losing Streak. I guess this is a callback to the first song. Works, I guess. It works. Purpose, I'm just gonna give it a 3. Meme, let's give it a 2. Shrek, he's happy, so we give him a 5. And song, I'll give him a 3. Meaning this one's gonna end on a 13 out of 20. But wait a minute, there's one more actually. I got a little surprise. I got a little surprise entry, being the Puss and Donkey cover of Thank You. It's another fun Puss and Donkey song. Weakest cover out of the bunch. If I were to rank them, it would definitely be Thank You, then it would be the letter E, then it would be I'm a Believer, then it would be Livin' La Vida Loca. Purpose, I'll give it a 3. Meme, 2. Shrek, there's no Shrek, no Fiona, but there's Shrek babies, 1. And then the song's gonna end it off with a 4, giving this total a 10 out of 20. Wow, this was bad. This was really bad. It had the same amount of songs as Shrek 2, but Shrek the Third, the difference is that it sucked. It's honestly surprising because the highest score out of all of them was a 13 out of 20, and only 2 songs got that score. But hopefully it's not as bad with the next movie, Shrek Forever After, the final Shrek movie I am covering. Now for Shrek Forever After barely has any songs for some reason. I had 7 to rank. I was almost this close to ranking the credit songs. I was this close. So let's just get it over with. We're just gonna rip the band-aid off. For some reason, every Shrek movie has gotten longer and longer to get to the first song in the soundtrack. And for Shrek Forever After, we go through the scene of getting introduced to the new Rumpelstiltskin, Shrek going through the motions of everyday life now with the kids, play date, no mud bath, that one face that's a meme, and we have them flying on dragon, and then we get to the song called Isn't It Strange? Yeah, I don't have much to say for this one. It's a nice song, I guess. No clue if it fits or not. I have no info on these songs. I really had to look for these songs, as in like just info. So I just know if it matches, if it fits, if it's good, if it's not good. I can just make a good opinion on it. These ones were rough. Purpose, I'm just gonna give it a 2.5. Memes gonna be a 2. Shrek's a 3, and then the song's gonna be a 3, which means this song is a 10.5 out of 20, which is the lowest out of all of these Shrek first songs.
Hear the roar.
Then the next one, it takes us a little bit longer as well. We get to the scene where Shrek is feeling great. He's feeling good because he's feeling like a true ogre again, all by himself, some peace and quiet. I'm talking about Top of the World. Top of the World by the Carpenters, baby. It fits what Shrek is feeling. I've been wanting to get a Shrek song in the movie to do that again. It's been a while. And he finally has what he wanted before, again, more tragedy happens and his life just goes down the drain again. Purpose and meme, it's gonna be both 4s, while Shrek, he's feeling good before, again, tragedy. So that's gonna be a 5. Song, it's a 2 for me. I'm not too crazy about it, so I'm just gonna give it a 2, which means this score is gonna be a 15 out of 20. And then later on, we get to the part where Shrek is breaking out of Rumpelstiltskin's palace, going to save Donkey and get the hell out of here, being click, click. Again, this song does not fit the scene. This does not fit the movie at all. I had to look up this info again, and I was like, click, click, why does it not fit? Bars! And why it doesn't fit is because, well, I don't know if I can say or not, but just, it's a fine song, just not for this scene. I'm gonna give the Purpose a 1, whereas the meme's gonna be a 2. Shrek, he's energized, he's reinvigorated. He's like, I'm gonna fix this. I'm gonna kick your rumple-dumple ass. And that's gonna be a 4. While the song's gonna be a 3, meaning this total is gonna be a 10 out of 20. And then another long while passes. Holy fuck, hold on. Now we're halfway through the Shrek Forever After soundtrack, being Darling I Do, which is the scene where Shrek and Fiona are practicing in the training area. And wow, this was a good song. This was a great song. I'm being serious. This is a good song for the sexual. This is a good song for the Shrek soundtrack. It's another song that also has the lyrics just fit so well with the scene and what has happened so far throughout this movie. It just seems like a very cute, fun little nice scene. So I'm gonna give this Purpose a 5, whereas the meme's gonna be a 3. It's just in the middle, you know, we're not focused on the memes too much, but they're really getting along well. Shrek, he's feeling really great. He's finally getting close to what he is hoping to get back, being a 4.5. And then the song, I'm gonna give it a 4, meaning this total is gonna be a 16.5 out of 20, which is higher than any of the songs on Shrek the Third. Just remember that. 13 was the highest on there. Moving on. And this is where I bend the rules. This is where I make an exception. So now we get to the scene where the ogres are going to ambush Rumpelstiltskin and the witches. Oh no, Rumple ain't there. And it's actually the Pied Piper. I'm ranking Shake Your Groove thing. It's a bop. I keep thinking of the one Australian guy on Instagram Reels or TikTok that is dancing to this a lot. I like the dance. I should have learned the dance. I should have learned the dance for this. But yeah, it's a bop. And maybe when Shrek 5 comes out, I will have this dance down to a T. That I will also be teaching other people about this dance move. I will start a class just by this one scene. Purpose, I'm gonna give it a 4. Meme and Shrek is gonna be a 5, whereas the song's gonna be a 3. I only ranking it a 3. That's the highest I'm gonna rank it because again, there's no singing. So there we go. Which means this total is gonna be a 17 out of 20. Again, higher than Shrek the Third. And now we have 2 songs left before we're done, which this song is Hello. Donkey mewing meme. It's the scene where Donkey is mewing in a way where he's like, Purpose, I'm gonna give it a 4. Meme, it's gonna be a 3. Shrek, I'm gonna just put it at a 1. And then the song, I think I rated this a bit too highly, but it's gonna be a 3. Total is gonna be 11 out of 20. So the final song, what is the final song out of all these 4 Shrek movies to end it off on? It's gonna be a cover of I'm a Believer. And I'm like, oh my goodness, that's a callback. I get why you want to do it. You want to end it off with a bang. And then I saw who made the cover. It was Weezer. I was very offended after that. It's definitely the weakest I'm a Believer out of the other ones. Like if I was to rank that again, the bottom one would be the Weezer cover, then the next one would be Inflation, and then the next one would be the Eddie Murphy one, and then the next one would be the Smash Mouth one. That's my ranking. I honestly would have liked it better if Eddie Murphy and Puss in Boots were doing this one, or if they just did a different song to cover for Puss and Donkey, because I liked it when they were doing that. I liked it when they did it with Donkey in the first movie, and then Puss and Donkey in Shrek 2 and 3. Also, I didn't realize this when watching the movie, but the scene where Fiona blows up Fifi, Rumple's duck or goose, it's a goose, right? It's a goose? Swan? It's a swan. What the fuck is that thing? It blows up, everybody's like surprised and shocked, and then they start cheering and such, which I knew happened, but I didn't realize that Shrek was pointing and laughing at the dead Fifi corpse. Purpose, I'm gonna give it a 3. Meme, I'm gonna give it a 3 as well. Shrek, he's happy. He's got it. He knows what he wants now. He knows what he's got and he loves it. That's a 5. And then the song, it's a 3 because it's the 3rd best I'm a Believer cover in the Shrek movies. The 14 out of 20. Weezer. We did it. We did it. We did it. I think I'm over exaggerating, but we did it. That is all the Shrek soundtracks from all 4 of the Shrek movies ranked. I honestly thought about this real hard, especially when I got to the top 10 of this list. But after consulting with myself and a few others, aka my sisters, I think this is what it's gonna be. You can totally disagree. And now I'm gonna go off from the worst at number 35 to the best that I have at number 1. Starting with the Immigrant Song, 9 Crimes, Live and Let Die, Escape, the Pina Colada song, Barracuda by Fergie, My Little Monster, Click Click, Final Showdown, Thank You, Puss and Donkey cover, Isn't It Strange, Hello, Hello, I'm Mr. Frog, Joker and the Thief, Robin Hood and Merry Men, I'm on My Way, Ever Fallen in Love, Funky Town, Losing Streak, Royal Pain, People Ain't No Good, Welcome to Duloc, I'm a Believer, Weezer cover, Changes, I Need Some Sleep, Top of the World, Fairy Godmother song, Hallelujah, Darling I Do, Shake Your Groove Thing, Accidentally in Love, Bad Reputation, I'm a Believer, Eddie Murphy cover, I'm a Believer, the Smash Mouth, I'm a Believer, the Smash Mouth version, All Star, Livin' La Vida Loca, Puss and Donkey cover, and then finally, I Need a Hero by Jennifer Saunders. And now, if I were to tally up the scores, this is what it would look like for all the movies ranked. And that's it. That's all the songs. You can feel free to agree or disagree with how I rank the songs. Definitely in the 12s, I had a hard time ranking them. You can honestly shuffle that one around and I still think it would be good. What if I just do a ranking of all the Far Far Away Idol performances? If this video does good, or if people want it and want to force that out of me, maybe I will. Maybe I just will. And now we just wait to see the first Shrek 5 trailer to come out, and either I'll be oh so hyped, oh so scared and disappointed, or very much so whelmed. Also, I'm going to curse you with who I think the ogre babies are going to be casted as all grown up. I'm going to say Farkle, that's going to be Josh Gad. Fergus, let's go with Chris Pratt. And Felicia, if you've seen how many times she's been in a DreamWorks or just any movie at all, Aquafina, I'm forcing that upon us all. But yeah, I hope you guys did enjoy this video. Comment below what you thought of it. If you agree or disagree with my ranking, what you would change, how we would also rank things. Maybe you would change some things I would have had as categories. Let me know in the comments below. I would like to know what you thought. Also subscribe, as that'll put a smile on my face. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to go prepare myself and gather a group to go to the Shrek rave. I hope if I do, I see you guys there. That'd be cool. Take a picture with me, maybe. But yeah. Okay, bye.